welcome to Maverrik Live. I'm your host Luke 2, and today I'm joined by Josh Ramirez.
Hello everyone.
How you doing? You good today?
Yeah, good.
Very productive week.
Yeah, definitely.
Motivated.
Busy week.
So today we're talking about the thing we talk about pretty much 80% of the time here at Maverrik Live, LinkedIn, specifically LinkedIn tools, things you visit and you use and you teach every day and when you're in work. What's the most asked question do you think you get from people when you approach them about their LinkedIns?
How to optimize their LinkedIn profile is a big one.
Yeah.
So what they can do when people look at for example, if I looked at your LinkedIn, what's the thing that stands out? What can they do to sort of entice people?
What brings in those numbers or brings in those figures? It actually leads us into the tools. So we've got 4 tools today. These are the essential tools for LinkedIn, how to use them. Most of the one I've got so far that wasn't much English. The best one I would say is who has viewed my profile section within your profile. So you find that within your dashboard figures, don't you? So you click on it and then you scroll down for your visitors and it shows you there who has viewed your profile. So do you want to tell us why that's important, Josh?
Well, that's important. One, you can see who's visiting your profile.
Yep.
So if you're maybe in contact with someone in that company who you're looking to do business with, then you can see they're checking up on you. And also it's good because if you're looking to attract new people, you can see sort of a target audience you're looking to target as well. Yeah,
it gives you a figure of what industry they're in, what job, the function they're in. So if you have a specific person you're trying to do business with, if they are not appearing within that who's viewed your profile, so maybe you've just got, people looking for work, or you've got your localized screen man, you don't want to do business with him.
Yeah.
So you know that your content and your profile is attracting the wrong person.
Yeah, like with the content you said, we'll probably touch on hashtags later.
Yeah.
But we can use the hashtags as a way to attract different people to your profile. Mm-hmm. And I always say on sales calls that if your content's doing well, but you're not hitting the right people, then it's pointless.
Exactly. You could be doing all of this, announcements, speaking up, keep posting, getting loads of views, but you're bringing the wrong people. So you're not bringing the right leads, you're not creating conversations, you're not, messaging people or growing your network. You're just posting content. And
so if you're trying to sell palm trees and you're targeting people in the printing industry, then it's pointless.
Exactly, yeah. So you want to just keep on with the right people. I mean, the who's viewed my profile section, well, we'll call it a tool for this purpose, is a very great way of seeing that and judging it and then refining your approach. Because a lot of the time people don't think their strategy is working for them. The only way they find out is when they look at the analytics and go, oh, it hasn't been working for me.
Yeah.
So if you don't view the analytics, you could be doing the wrong action all the way through your entire strategy. It could be months on end just going I don't understand what's happening. It's because you're not reviewing the metrics, because you're not looking and seeing and then adapting.
Yeah, so the analytics are good. You don't want to get too caught up in them because you could just be over-analysing everything.
Yeah, if you look at every number.
But they're good to just to keep you on track.
Exactly. So we talked about targeting with the who's viewed profile. Next step from there is the search filters. So that's the next tool we're going to talk about, because a lot of people kind of just type in who they want to do business with and they don't filter it down and they just use a keyword in their search bar at the top. And then they just kind of get a huge list of anyone just using that term.
So on Sales Navigator, you can really narrow it down.
Yeah, you can do it on the basic option as well, because you've got loads of filters out there for industry, you've got job titles, location, that's a big one, especially if you're trying to fund local businesses to do business with, because B2B isn't all selling to big corporations. B2B can start from just a very, a mutual beneficial talking with someone in your local area. So I think we've got in Plymouth itself, there's a lot of good breweries around here that talk to each other. There's a ball game cafe which is now doing a promotion with a local brewery to do tasting in their venues. Stuff like that really gets it going and pushing forward. And you'll only find that if you know how to search for the right people to do business with.
Yeah, so there is a lot of tools, like you said, job titles and stuff like that. With Sales Navigator, obviously we have that on the normal LinkedIn, but with Sales Navigator, you can also go on to people who are posting on LinkedIn in the past 30 days. And especially our work is if we know people are posting on LinkedIn, we can go in and have a look, see if they're posting correctly or what they're posting.
And it shows it's not a dead profile as well, because they might have their profile up on LinkedIn, but they'll probably view it once or twice a week, or they're not really involved in it. Because I think a lot of people have LinkedIn accounts, set one up and go, well, I didn't know how to use this, so I've walked away from it. And there's a lot of business owners like that. But fortunately, since obviously with what happened in terms of the world going online, a lot more people on LinkedIn now, a lot of people seeing the value of LinkedIn now. and a lot more people are going to be responding to you and your content on LinkedIn, which is great.
Yeah, so with that feature as well, if you have a list of 100 people, but you don't know if they're active on the platform, then you could waste your time, hours spending time on these people. But if you know that they're active...
Yeah, trying to prospect with a dead person, essentially.
And also you can look at if they've changed jobs in the past 90 days.
Yeah.
And we tend to find that people who've changed jobs are more likely to want change in the business. So they're a great target.
That's great. So now we've searched for them and we found them. The next tool I want to discuss is the connection notes section. So when you're on a profile and you see someone you want to work with, you really like what you see, and you click connect. Next option is, do you want to send a note with that connection request? And the answer always should be yes, I do.
Yeah, so we always suggest putting a connection note, but we don't get to a stage where we don't know anything about that person, because we talk about our 7 steps. So we should have already vetted the person first, build that rapport, build the reciprocal interactions up first, and then when we send that connection request, we can almost chat to them.
They automatically know who you are. Yeah. So you don't need to do that introduction in the notes, but it's still a good process, I think, to be like, look, I found this person, I've engaged with them. Now I just want to say, hey, it's me from this post. Maybe even if you do all that, some people might have some poor memories.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you do it right, like you said.
And also, for example, if I wanted to target you, I'd jump on your profile, like your post, comment on your post over a few days or even a few weeks. And then you'll also start seeing my content as well.
Yeah.
So I'll be seen as the industry leader as well. And then when I do pop that connection request saying, hi, Luke, I just thought I'd drop you a connection request.
Yeah, I've seen.
How's business?
Yeah, I've seen your content. You've seen my content. It's a good conversation we had about this. It's great to.
Or even a topic of discussion you've had within that post.
Yeah, you could just start off another thread of because as soon as you accept the request, if it's in a connection note, it then goes into the messaging section. So then you can start the conversation.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic. Okay, finally, we talked about hashtags earlier.
Yeah.
This is the one I'm going to jump onto now. Followed hashtags. So when you follow a hashtag. Essentially, if you click on to that section of followed hashtags, you can see the content that people are posting about that hashtag. Now, a lot of people do use hashtags wrong. Do you want to delve more into that?
Yeah, so a lot of people, we tend to get, for example, if we were doing work with a coaching company and they were looking to target people in the health industry, they, instead of using the health as a hashtag, they'd still use coaching. But the issue with that is they're still targeting people in their own world.
Yeah.
So they're not reaching a different audience, they're just reaching their competitors.
Yeah, coaches follow the coaching hashtag. If we're going to go for sales, it's a sales hashtag. Yeah. Health would be the health hashtag. So you shouldn't follow the hashtags, or you shouldn't post with the hashtags of yourself, because you are just attracting yourself, aren't you?
Yeah, and some people might even do their hashtag as a company, like we could use hashtag Maverrik.
Yeah.
But the people who are following that will just be people at Maverrik or no one at all.
It will be us people who know it. I worked with a company with a content once, and they wanted to establish their own hashtag, and it was a very unique phrase, and they wanted to post it on every single post they were posting out, and it never got anywhere, and they didn't know why. We kept explaining, you need to use these hashtags which are populated, maybe not as heavy competition, but are populated, rather than trying to establish your own, because unless you are a big company using as a charity drive, or you're using a marketing campaign to put the hashtag out there, because you need to do separate work in order to get that off the ground. But just posting it on your content isn't going to get you anywhere. And
also, LinkedIn only indexes the first 3 hashtags. So you get a lot of companies who post maybe 10 or 12 hashtags, but the only first 3 hashtags on that post are doing all the heavy lifting.
Yeah, if you look at it, it's not like an Instagram post. You're not posting 20 or 30 to try and get into every pool. LinkedIn's literally just thinking to themselves, okay, these are the top 3 you've chose. These are the top 3 you're interested in. The rest is just dead weight, and it just makes your content seem a bit sloppy. I think the 3 hashtags on their own,
it looks neater.
It looks neater. Yeah, you can tell that people are trying to get it out there, but it also doesn't look like they're too desperate to get their content out there, because that desperation, desperation smells, and it smells online as well. So you kind of want to just push it away and just make yourself look as clean, neat and tidy and professional as possible when you're posting on LinkedIn.
Yeah, I agree.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for coming down, Josh.
No worries.
No worries. And thank you all for watching Maverrik Live. We'll be back for our next show on Friday. Don't forget to follow us and subscribe to us on YouTube, and click the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever we go live next. Thanks again, Josh, for coming down.
That's all right. I'll be down again soon, I think.
Soon enough. And we'll see you for our next Maverrik Live.